I am Jimmy James. You're watching Football Special Live. We've got all the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in. Hopefully, it will be faster than Sky as well. Not always, but sometimes. This were Krakow. They've just finished the mid-season friendly and with a 2-1 victory. Due to work, I was a little bit behind with it, so I did it as an as live. I think we started on the 64th minute, so I was 64 minutes behind. But they've run out 4-1 winners. Good result. No goals in the second half, but a good performance. And the main thing is no injuries. Right, without further ado, it is Saturday. Let's get everything right. Saturday, the 25th of January, 2025. There's a few games been played earlier. So they are full-time results now. We'll go through them really shortly. Look across the bottom of the screen and you can keep up to date with our ticker we've got courtesy of flashgoer.com. And if you want to look around the animations, zoom in. If you see your team and you want to have a closer look, all you got to do, zoom in. An early goal for Port Vale away at Chesterfield. Let's just get everything sorted with the stream. It's all looking good. There we go. Just need Wisła Krakow behind me to stop buffering. It's all Wisła's goals from the season so far. For and against. Weston-super-Mare 1, Welling 0. It was Jayden Stockley on 2 minutes putting Port Vale into the lead away at Chesterfield. Burton 0. Struggling Burton, aren't they? But they're losing to Rotherham. Lewis Sibley on 2 minutes, giving Rotherham the lead. Full time from earlier. Cambridge 3, Mansfield 2. Good result for Cambridge, that. Why is that doing that? I think it's because I need more power on my laptop. I need to move to a desktop, really, but desktops cost money, sadly. Stirling, Albion 1, Bonnyrigg, Rose 0. Goal scorer to follow. Haverfordwest 0, Barlow 1. Goal scorer for Stirling Albion. It was James Graham on 2 minutes. Now, I wonder if I close that one down. I don't really want to be doing that. Maidstone 1, Worthing 0. I've got my accumulator on as well. Right, I'm going to close that, see if that helps. Is it going to help? Maybe not. Maybe it will. We'll find out. Just got to go with it for now. Solihull Moors 0, FC Halifax 1. Solihull Moors were the comeback kings. Not so much recently, and the problem with that is they keep going behind. The last 2 or 3 games, I think it is from memory. Solihull Moors have gone behind early. Livingston 1, Hamilton Accies 0. Robbie Muirhead on 3 minutes, giving Livingston the lead. Queen of the South 1, Dumbarton 0. Goal scorer to follow. Looks like everything's sorting itself out now with this stream, so fingers crossed. It'll stay that way. Livingston's goal scorer was Robbie Muirhead. We've done that one. Queen of the South 1, Dumbarton 0, Livingston 1, Hamilton 0. Queen of the South's goal scorer was Adam Brooks on 3 minutes. St Mary's Stadium, it's still Southampton 0, Newcastle 0. I'm saying still, they've only just kicked off, haven't they? But St Johnstone 0, Motherwell 1. Andy Halliday, a 4th-minute penalty, putting Motherwell into the lead. Wraith 0, Falkirk 1. Goal scorer to follow. And the goal scorer for Halifax away at Solihull Moors was Oluwabori on 4 minutes. Pretty good pronunciation there, Jimmy. Don't forget, live stream, live chat. Let us know what your team is doing, what your thoughts are for the day. I spoke too soon, didn't I? Spoke too soon. Wigan 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Flint 1, Connors Quay 0. And the Wigan goal scorer was James Carragher on 6 minutes. Not that one. Falkirk's goal scorer away at Wraith Rovers was Liam Henderson on 6 minutes. Blimey, we're going through as the goal scorers come through, we're going through the old Liverpool team. Carragher, Henderson. If Rush comes up next, I'll fall off my chair. Boston United 0, York City 1. We've got some earlier games that kicked off and are complete now, so in a minute, once things calm down, we'll go through those scores for you. Dartford 1, Billericay 0. Didn't do it. Burton 1, Rotherham 1. Burton back on level terms, and Burton need a result. They're struggling, aren't they, this season? The goal scorer was John Daddy Bodvarsson for Burton, levelling things up. Larne 1, Ballymena 0. Ireland got battered this week with the winds, didn't it? We had a cyclone, tornado, whatever you want to call it, down in Cornwall. And here in Devon, it wasn't too bad. We had 3 or 4 hours of really strong gusts and what have you, but it was only blowing bins over and things like that. Down in Cornwall, it was ripping roofs off. Hearts 1, Kilmarnock 0. Big goal for Hearts that. They need 3 points. Not having a good season, Hearts, are they? Rushall 0, Leamington 1. Stockton 0, Gainsborough 1. And Bishop Stortford 1, Lowestoft 0. We've had a goal in the Premier League. Kabangu on 7 minutes put Hearts into the lead. And it's Bournemouth 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Nottingham Forest, they're on a club record run, aren't they? Is it 10 wins or something like that? But it was Justin Clivert on 9 minutes putting Bournemouth into the lead. And Tyrese Sinclair on 7 minutes. Boston United 0, York 1. Dagenham and Redbridge 1, Southend 0. And Whitby 0, Workington 1. Wingate and Finchley 1, Hendon 0. He's putting the ball in the back end of the net regular now, Justin Clivert, isn't he? He had a hat-trick a couple of weeks ago, a week ago. He's on the score sheet again now. And he takes penalties, I think, doesn't he? So that helps. Oh, that goal's been ruled out for Dagenham and Redbridge, so it remains 0-0 against Southend. Aberdeen 0, St Mirren 1. Olusanya on 7 minutes, giving St Mirren a lead at struggling now Aberdeen. Don't know what's happened there. I do not know what has happened. Early goal, Southampton 1, Newcastle 0. Is the fight back? It was Bednarek on 10 minutes, giving Southampton a lead. Still struggling at the bottom, aren't they? However, if they go on a run of 4 or 5 games unbeaten, stick 3 wins in there as well, they'll start moving up that league. So They look like they're doomed, don't they? However, stranger things have happened. And Bracknell 0, Hungerford 1. Liverpool have taken the lead against Ipswich. Goal scorer to follow. It is Szoboszlai on 11 minutes, putting Liverpool into the lead. And RB Leipzig have pulled one back against Bayer Leverkusen, but they still trail by 1-2. And Scunthorpe 1, South Shields 0. Stratford 1, Hales Owen 0. Chertsey 0, Marlow 1. Just need this stream to calm down a bit. It's been a little bit laggy. Open studio, let's see what that's telling me now. Bristol City 1, Blackburn 0. Yeah, it's looking okay. And Maidstone 1, Worthing 1. Worthing getting back on level terms. Bristol City's scorer against Blackburn was Scott Twine on 12 minutes. They're having an inconsistent run, aren't they, Blackburn, at the moment? What I'll do, I'll wait until half-time, then I'll go through the full time scores from earlier on today. Bognor Regis 1, Dover 0. And Hemel Hempstead 1, Truro 0. Lancaster 0, Hebburn Town 1. And I was talking to Empire Maker the other day in live chat, and he was saying, did he say the next game's against, I think he said Gillingham. Lincoln 1, Peterborough 0. Oxford City 0, Kidderminster 1. Chertsey 1, Marlow 1. Chertsey back on level terms there. And Haverfordwest 1, Barlow 1. Haverfordwest back level. Altrincham 1, Forest Green 0. At the American Express Stadium, it's still Brighton 0, Everton 0. Lincoln's goal scorer against Peterborough was Dom Jeffries, 12 minutes gone there. I've got my bet on as well. My over 2.5 goals in, I think it was 16 selections. Put £1 on. Be nice if that came off. Yeah, miracle, but it'd be nice. We've also got our 10 pence each way 6-horse accumulator. That's on the go. Tune in tonight for the betting shop here on Catch It Live First. We'll have all today's horse racing results for you from the UK and Ireland. Stadium of Light, it's still Sunderland 0, Plymouth 0. Sunderland will be desperate for 3 points today, won't they, against struggling Plymouth. But yeah, we know Plymouth can go to a Premier League side, get a clean sheet and nick a goal. Carried on through to the next round of the FA Cup. When it comes to league matches, blimey, they've got more holes in the defence than a sieve. Augsburg 1, Heidenheim 0. Currently in Serie A, 55 minutes gone. It's Como 1, Atalanta 0. I wonder if, was it Dele Alli? He's made a comeback, hasn't he? Has he gone to, I think he's gone to Como. If he can hit anything like form that he can produce, it'd be a good signing for Como. Crew 0, Accrington 1. And it is Gillingham and Tranmere. It's currently 0-0. Empire Maker, if you're watching, I'm hoping you get the result you want today. He's Tranmere's biggest UK fan, I think. Justabian 3, Carrerese 0, and Bamberbridge 0, Warrington Rylands 1. It was Joe Nuttall on 11 minutes, putting Altrincham 1-0 up at home against Forest Green. And Dartford 2, Billericay 0. I've stopped doing that now, haven't I? I've got it out of my system, I think. I'm not even going to do it. If you know, you know. Crew 0, Accrington 1. It was Sean Wally on 16 minutes, giving Accrington the lead. Peatdale, it's still Preston 0, Middlesbrough 0. Blimey! I almost fell off my chair. Sit down if you're a Tranmere fan. Empire Maker, get the oxygen ready. Get the oxygen ready. Tranmere. I can't believe it. Tranmere are winning 1-0. Oh my word. Livingston 2, Hamilton 0. Goal scorer to follow, Empire Maker. Scunthorpe 1, South Shields 1. Westerlo 0, Genk 1, and Como 1, Atalanta 1. That would have been a shock result, that, if Atalanta had lost at Como. Tranmere 1, Gillingham 0. It was Sol Solomon on 17 minutes, giving Tranmere the lead. Western Supermare 1, Welling 1. Welling back on level terms, and Juve Stabia 2, Carrarese 0. That goal was chopped off to make it 3-0. Chertsey 1, Marlow 2. Can you believe Empire Maker? He'll be oxygen, he'll be vodka, he'll be Valium. He won't know where he is with that Tranmere goal. Boreham Wood 1, Chippenham 1. Brackley Town 2, Spennymoor 0. Let's have a look what that does to... Let's have a look. Larne 1, Ballymena 1. Ballymena back on level terms. Fleetwood 0, Carlisle 1. Carlisle need a win as well, don't they? Bottom of the league. Coventry Building Society Arena. It's still Coventry 0, Watford 0. Let's have a look who put that goal in for... what that goal for Tranmere does to the league position. They were just one place above the drop zone. However, it was an assist from that man Patrick as well. Let's have a look at the standings. Live standings. Sedwin Scott on 19 minutes was the goal scorer for Carlisle, making it Fleetwood 0, Carlisle 1. And if this result stays as it is for Tranmere, they will move above Newport, although Newport will still have a game in hand, so Tranmere would move into 21st position. And it will stop the rot of defeats. Come on, Tranmere. Spartans FC 0, Peterhead 1, Jack Brown on 18 minutes, putting Peterhead into the lead. Redditch 0, Barwell 1, and at Molineux it's still Wolves 0, Arsenal 0. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Spartans FC 0, Peterhead 0, Jack Brown, your goal's been ruled out. And Worksop 0, Guiseley 1. I couldn't tell you why that Peterhead goal has been ruled out, but it is a score correction. 0-0 it remains. Southport 1, Chorley 0. With your Worksop 0, Guiseley 1. Vitality Stadium, still Bournemouth 1 with a Clivett goal on 9 minutes. Nottingham Forest 0. Bamber Bridge 0. Warrington Rylands 2. Tiverton 1, Wimborne 0. There's a VAR check at St Mary's. Currently Southampton 1, Newcastle 0. Bednarek on 10 minutes giving Southampton the lead. Isak may have been fouled in the penalty box here. It's it might well be a penalty. Alloa 0, Inverness 1. Goal scorer to follow there. This VAR check is still taking place at St Mary's. And Eastbourne Borough 1, Chelmsford 0. Cordoba 1, Racing Santander 0. Redditch 1, Barwell 1. Redditch back on level terms. And Potters Bar 1, Cheshunt 0. Inverness Cali Thistle's goal scorer was Keith Bray on 21 minutes. Alloa 0, Inverness Cali Thistle 1. At Anfield it's still Liverpool 1, Ipswich 0. Szoboszlai on 11 minutes giving Liverpool the lead. Referee's gone having a look at the screen now. It'll be a nailed on penalty off looking at that. Yeah, I'd be amazed if that's not a penalty. He's missed the ball and hit the player. This is where VAR, it is a good thing, isn't it? Because that's a definite penalty. 1, Partick Thistle 0. Goal scorer to follow. And Borehamwood 1, Chippenham 2 now. Brighton and Everton, that's still 0-0. Waiting for the goal scorer for United against Partick. Yeah, it is a penalty. It is a penalty for Newcastle away at Southampton. Southampton winning 1-0 currently, but a penalty to come. And George Oakley on 19 minutes was the goal scorer for United, and that goal will stand. Right, come on, get this penalty taken, then we can move on. Alex McCarthy in goal, no Ramsdale, he's injured apparently. Come on, take the penalty. Is Isak going to take it? We're just waiting for the referee's whistle. Yeah, 1-1, no problem for Isak. Keeper went the wrong way there. Hornchurch 0, Dorking 1, and West Brom have taken the lead at Portsmouth. West Brom 1, Portsmouth 0, goal scorer to follow. Confirmation there, Isak with a 26-minute penalty. Alex Mowat on 25 minutes, the goal scorer for West Brom. And Queen's Park 1, Morton 0. Queen's Park goal scorer was Zach Rudden, 23 minutes gone there. Stockport County 1, Crawley 0. Been a good season, Stockport. I haven't checked the volumes. Apologies, 1 second. Yeah, we're golden. Loughgall 1, Glentoran 0. And Potters Bar 1, Cheshunt 1. Cheshunt back on level terms. Will Collar on 25 minutes, the Stockport goal scorer. Kettering 0, Bromsgrove 1. Am I looking a bit thinner? I've lost nearly a stone since I came back from Poland. I went to Poland just before Christmas and then just after Christmas. And with Christmas in between, it's a recipe for putting on too much weight, isn't it? So I'm on a diet. I've been doing 2 weeks now. I've lost nearly a stone. Scarborough 1, Chester 0. Goal scorer to follow there. And don't forget, at half-time, we'll go through all of the final results from the early kickoffs. Cray Valley 1, Canvey Island 0. And Boston United 1, York City 1. Boston United getting back on level terms. Weston-super-Mare 1, Welling 2 now. Blimey, blimey, blimey. Preston 1, Middlesbrough 0. Goal scorer to follow. Goal scorer to follow. I promise you. Stefan Titer Thodarson on 28 minutes, giving Preston a 1-0 lead against Middlesbrough. Told you we'd give you the goal scorer. Radcliffe 1, Hereford 1. Radcliffe need wins, don't they? They are at the bottom. Struggling at the bottom. Not plumb bottom, but in the bottom drop zones. And another team who are struggling as well, Plymouth Parkway. Struggling to get a win. They can get a lead, they just can't keep it. But the other night they had an awful result at home. I think they lost 0-2 to, can't remember, I was going to go to the game as well, but didn't for, I think the day got away from me. Barnet 1, Maidenhead 0. Callum Stead on 27 minutes, giving Barnet the lead. And Stenhousemuir 0, Cove Rangers 1, goal scorer to follow. Erdvionians 1, Dunfermline 0, blimey. Keep it up, keep it up. Leyton Orient 1, Reading 0. Ballinamalard 0, Ards 1, Waterloo 0, Genk 2. Queen of the South 1, Dumbarton 1. Aveley 0, Farnborough 1. Folkestone 2, Horsham FC 0. Crusaders 1, Portadown 1. And Southampton 1, Newcastle 2. I've turned around and seen that goal. It was Isak again on 30 minutes now, giving Newcastle a lead after they were losing 1-0. Erdvionians goal scorer was that man, Lewis McGrattan, on 14 minutes. Come on, Erdvionians, you can do it. Jimmy James, I like an underdog. Cheltenham 1, Salford 0. And Kettering 0, Bromsgrove 2. Peterborough Sports 1, Kings Lynn 0, and Hyde 1, Morpeth 0. Cordoba 1, Racing Santander 1, Racing back on level terms, and Macclesfield 1, Basford 0. Goal scorer for Cheltenham against Salford was Tommy Backwell on 31 minutes. Alvechurch 0, AFC Telford 1. A plethora of goals going in. If I miss any, apologies. Keep your eyes on the bottom of the screen. Stenhousemuir 0, Cove Rangers 2. Erdrieonians have had a shocking season, haven't they? Not too late to turn it around, but they need to start now. With that Lewis McGrattan goal on 14 minutes. Now. Why 14 minutes, by the way? What was the delay at Erdrieonians? Stenhousemuir 0, Cove Rangers 2. Done that one. The second goal scorer was Mitch Megginson on 31 minutes. Yeah, why was Erdrieonians a later kickoff? Anybody knows? Let me know in the chat. West Brom 2, Portsmouth 0. Second goal scorer to follow. Basingstoke 1, Hanwell Town 1. Basingstoke back level. I'm going to have a check in a minute as well to see how my coupon's going on. Gateshead 0, Oldham 1. And the goal scorer... Coventry 1, Watford 0. Goal scorers to follow. Lancaster 1, Hebburn Town 1. Lancaster back level. And Marine 1, Buxton 0. Goal scorer for Coventry against Watford was Victor Torp on 32 minutes. Coventry 1, Watford 0. Dean Garner on 32 minutes, making it West Brom 2, Portsmouth 0. Portsmouth. Now they're having a good season, are they? It's only the home form that's keeping them afloat, I reckon. Exeter 0, Blackpool 1, and Bedford 0, Banbury 1. Rushall 1, Leamington 1. Rushall back level. And the goal scorer for Blackpool away at Exeter was... Come on, get the goal scorer through. CJ Hamilton, 33 minutes, giving Blackpool the lead. And Gateshead 0, Oldham 1. It was Mike Fondop Talon, 31 minutes, giving Oldham the lead. It's been a real fall from grace for Oldham, hasn't it? Why it's gone quiet. I'm going to have a quick look and see how my coupon's gone on. We've had a goal. Just as I do that, we've had a goal. Liverpool 2, Ipswich 0. 34 minutes gone. Mo Salah on the score sheet was it. Lincoln 2, Peterborough 0. And it was indeed Mohamed Salah on 35 minutes. How's my coupon doing? I need goals in Brighton and Everton, Cardiff and Derby. QPR Sheffield Wednesday. Tom Bayliss on 33 minutes was Lincoln's goal scorer, making it Lincoln 2, Peterborough 0. Stockport 2, Crawley 0. Goal scorer to follow. Barnsley and Stevenage, I need goals. Charlton and Shrewsbury, I need goals. Barrow and Grimsby, I need goals. I need goals, goals, goals. Ross County and Hibs. And Forfar and Stranraer. Come on. Jimmy needs some money so I can buy myself a desktop instead of a laptop. Macaulay Southam on 34 minutes it was, getting Stockport second at home to Crawley. Stockport 2, Crawley 0. Radcliffe 2, Hereford 1. Good result for Radcliffe. Lancaster 1, Hebburn Town 2. Bamber Bridge 0. Warrington Rylands 3. Red letter day for Warrington Rylands. Bognor Regis 1, Dover 1. Dover back level. Let's have a quick look at Radcliffe. Who's the goal scorers? Wingate and Finchley 1, Hendon 1. Hendon back level. And Radcliffe took the lead on 4 minutes through Hume. Williams for Hereford made it 1-1 on 28 minutes. On 36 minutes, Radcliffe have just taken the lead. Goal scorer to follow. Maidstone 1, Worthing 2. And Ebbsfleet 0, Braintree 1. And it's still Tranmere 1. Gillingham 0. Come on, Tranmere, if you're a Tranmere Rovers fan. Which I'm not, but Empire Maker is, so I always have a soft spot for Tranmere now. Cardiff City Stadium, it's still Cardiff 0, Derby 0. I need goals in this game. That's on me coupon for over 2.5 goals in the game. West Brom 3, Portsmouth 0. This could get ugly for Portsmouth. Braintree's goal scorer was a John Akinde, 36-minute penalty, giving them the lead away at Ebbsfleet. And Chinwicky Okoli for Woking on 35 minutes. He's been a naughty boy. He's been sent off for foul play. Stenhousemuir 0, Cove Rangers 3. It was Jed Wallace on 37 minutes, making it West Brom 3, Portsmouth 0. Marine 1, Buxton 1. Buxton back level. And Aberdeen 0, St Mirren 2. It gets worse for Aberdeen. Alfchurch 1, AFC Telford 1. Alfchurch back level. And the goal scorer for St Mirren, their second, was Michael Mandron on 36 minutes. Shocking season. It promised so much for Aberdeen, didn't it? And the wheels have come off the wagon. The doors have fell off. The boots flipped up. It's a shocker now. Aberdeen 0, St Mirren 2. It was Finlay Marshall on 38 minutes with Cove Rangers third, away at Stenhousemuir. Stenhousemuir still to get on the score sheet. Burton 2, Rotherham 1 now. Burton fighting for the survival. Went 1-0 down early on, but they're now in the lead. Worksop 1, Guiseley 1. Worksop back level. And at Molineux, it's still Wolves 0, Arsenal 0. Ryan Sweeney on 39 minutes it was, with Burton's second. Making it Burton 2, Rotherham 1. Bristol City 1, Blackburn 1. Blackburn back level. Goal scorer to follow. Brighton and Everton, there is a penalty, VAR decision. Bristol City 1, Blackburn 1, and the Blackburn goal scorer was still not come through. Sterling 2, Bonnyrigg Rose 0, and the Blackburn goal scorer was Andy Vyman on 40 minutes, getting Blackburn back level. Hornchurch 0, Dorking 2. And Robbie McNabb on 39 minutes made it Stirling Albion 2, Bonnyrigg Rose 0. Hornchurch 0, Dorking 2. We've done that one. Burton 3, Rotherham 1. Burton need this, it'll do them a world of good. Goal scorer to follow. Como 1, Atalanta 3, normal service resumed. Salisbury 1, St Albans 0. Dortmund 2, Werder Bremen 0. Brackley Town 3, Spennymoor 0. Are we going to see a goal for Everton from the penalty spot? It was John Daddy Bodvarsson on 41 minutes, getting Burton's third. That's a brace for him today. Barrow 1, Grimsby 0. Ertu Partick Thistle 0. And Hornchurch 0. Dorking 1. That's a score correction. (1-0) to Everton. Barrow 1, Grimsby 0 was Robbie Gotts on 40 minutes, putting Barrow into the lead. Oh, Hornchurch 0, Dorking 1. AFC Tottenham 1, Plymouth Parkway 0. Plymouth Parkway need points. And lovely penalty there from Ndai. 42 minutes gone, Brighton 0, Everton 1. The David Moyes effect. Haventon Waterlooville 1, Poole 1. Matlock 1, FC United 0. Ross County 0, Hibernian 1. All these goal scorers are to follow. And Hemel Hempstead 2, Truro 0. Como 1, Atalanta 2. VAR correction for handball. Still normal service resumed though. Dylan Levitt on 42 minutes, putting Hibs in the lead away at Ross County, 0-1. And Miles Lewis Skelly for Arsenal, 43 minutes. He's not scored. He's been sent off. He's 3 miles away from goal there, and Miles Lewis Skelly, yes, it's a trip, but it's not dangerous, and it's not a goal-scoring opportunity. Well, I suppose it is in theory, but so far away from goal, no way. Exeter 0, Blackpool 2, Tonbridge 1, Slough 0, and Borehamwood 1, Chippenham 3. That Lewis Skelly, he can feel, when you see that, that's not a red card for me. All it is a trip. He's a million miles away from goal. He can't have done him for reckless and all that jazz. It's just a trip. Liverpool 3, Ipswich 0, Cody Gakpo on 44 minutes. Tranmere 1, Gillingham 0. Tranmere 1, Gillingham 1. Tranmere need 3 points. They did take the lead, but they cannot hold on to it. Hopefully they don't get anyone sent off. That's going to become a bad habit for Tranmere as well. Freiburg 0, Bayern Munich 2. VAR have looked at this Lewis Skelly red card, I think, and he's going to get sent off. I don't know why he's been sent off there. He's unlucky, but he has been. Cody Gakpo, we've done that one. Exeter 0, Blackpool 2. Tom Bloxham on 43 minutes, doubling Blackpool's lead. Freiburg 0, Bayern Munich 2. Bracknell 0, Hungerford 2. Rushall 2, Leamington 1. West Brom 4, Portsmouth 0. Portsmouth fans aren't going to be happy with that. Grady Diangana on 44 minutes, getting West Brom's 4th. Redditch 2, Barwell 1, and Atletico Madrid 0, Villarreal 1. It's all happening before half-time in the UK. I still can't believe Miles Lewis Skelly's been sent off for Arsenal for that. Jordan Turnbull on 44 minutes, an own goal, getting Gillingham back level with Tranmere. Shizena 1, Bari 1. Shizena back on level terms. And Lan 2, Ballymena 1. Lan taking a lead just before half time. Stockton 1, Gainsborough 2. And Bamber Bridge 0. Warrington Rylands 4. Warrington Rylands running away with this. Scarborough 1, Chester 1. Chester back level. And Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Southend 1. Exeter 0. Blackpool 3. It's all going wrong just before half time now for Exeter. Stirling, Albion 3. Bonnyrigg Rose 0. Whitehawk 1. Cray Wanderers 0. Adam Brown on 45 minutes for Stirling Albion, making it 3-0 against Bonnyrigg Rose. And it was Ashley Fletcher 1 minute into added on time at the end of the first half, making it Exeter 0, Blackpool 3. Macaulay Bonnet on 45 minutes made it Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Southend 1. Anna 1, Newry City 0, and White Hawk 1, Cray Wanderers 0. Alfchurch 2, AFC Telford 1. I'll have the goal scorers for you as soon as they come through. Still can't believe Lewis Skelly was sent off for that. Where is the game going if that's a sending off? Yeah, it's a yellow card. But to say that that's a goal scoring opportunity, unless they thought there was more force in it than what I saw, but no way. Lee Angol for Morecambe. 2 minutes into added on time at the end of the first half. He's not scored. He's been sent off for serious foul play. Frosinone 0, Suditrol 3. That's over in Portugal, I think. What's the second half going to bring for Portsmouth? First half's not gone well, has it? Getting a bit of a pasting now. Dorchester 0, Sholing 1. And it's still Bournemouth 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Scunthorpe 2, South Shields 1. Another thing I wish they'd do as well, when they're putting the results up, if it's ladies football, I wish they'd make it easier to see that it's ladies football. Maclot 1, FC United 1. Half time now at St Mary's, Southampton 1, Newcastle 2. Southampton took an early-ish lead there, but an Isak penalty and then an Isak finish made it 1-2 to Newcastle. Right, while it's half time, let's have a butchers and see how my bet is doing. Cardiff 0, Derby 0. I need more than 2 goals in that game. Still got too many 0-0s. QPR Chef Wednesday 0-0. Barnsley Stevenage 0-0. Charlton Shrewsbury 0-0. Ross and Ibs, we've got 1 goal there. Wraith and Falkirk 1 goal. Forfar and Stranraer, we need goals. While we're on half time, let's get going with the earlier results. Starting with, just to do that, Chertsey 1, Marlow 3. And over in the Bundesliga, earlier kickoffs were Bundesliga 2, Görtherfurth 2, Kaiserslautern 4, both teams down to 10 men in that game. Magdeburg 1, Braunschweig 1. Over in the Netherlands, in the Eredivisie, it was Heracles 1, Utrecht 1. Germany, the Bundesliga, Wolfsburg 2, Holstein Kiel 2. Serie B, Spezia 2, Sassuolo 1. La Liga 2, Elche 2, Eibar 0. Eibar down to 10 men in that game. Here over to Belgium, Jupiler Pro League, it was St. Truden 1, Antwerp 1, Antwerp down to 10 men. England League 2, it was Newport 1, Swindon 2. French League 1, Auxerre 1, St. Etienne 1. Italian Serie A, Torino 2, Calgary 0. Welsh Premier Relegation Group, Newtown 2, Britain Ferry 2. Welsh Premier, Carnarvon and TNS, that game's postponed. That was because of the bad weather. Cardiff Met 2, Peñabont 1, Peñabont down to 10 men. In the Championship over in England, Sheffield United 0, Hull 3. Blimey! Hull needed that result as well. Over in Spain, a couple of goals going in. Blythe 0, Mickleover 1, Haverfordwest 2, Barlow 1. And Juvia Stabia 2, Carrarese 1. We did Aberystwyth with 1, Barry 2. No, we didn't. We were on Hull. Great result for Hull, that. In La Liga, Las Palmas 1, Osasuna 1. Las Palmas down to 10 men. Aberystwyth 1, Barry 2. Portugal La Liga, Aruca 1, Moreirense 0. German Bundesliga 2, FC Köln 1, Elversberg 0. Elversberg down to 10 men. Karlsruhe 2, Dusseldorf 3, Schalke 3, Nürnberg 1. English Championship, Luton 0, Millwall 1, Norwich 5, Swansea 1, and Stoke 0, Oxford United 0. Good result for Oxford, point away at Stoke. England League 1, Cambridge 3, Mansfield 2, Huddersfield 0, Bolton Wanderers 1. England League 2, Bradford City 3, Walsall 0. Walsall won't be bothered, will they? Still running away with the league. Excuse me. And MK Dons 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. Not a lot of love lost between those two teams. And Spain La Liga, Mallorca 0, Betis 1. Mallorca down to 10 men. We are into 4 minutes of added on time in the Serie A match. It's Como 1, Atalanta 2. Atalanta thought they had made it 3, but ruled out by VAR. Northern Irish Championship game between Dundela and Newington. That match is postponed. I think we know why. It will be inclement weather, no doubt. Dortmund 2, Werder Bremen 1. These are latest scores again now. Just popped another few days away as well with Frankie James. We were going to nip abroad, but decided instead we're going to go 20 miles down the road and we're going to have a weekend in Plymouth. Well, a Sunday and a Monday. Come back Tuesday. It has finished now. Como 1, Atalanta 2. That is a final result. And SC Ferenc 0, Rio Ave 1. Final score: Frisino 0, Sudi Tirol 3. We'll have all the goal scorers at the end of the game for you. Also, if you're watching this on catch up, later on I will be putting all the links to the highlights of the games. I'm not going to do the football special recap anymore. At the minute, there's no call for it, and it takes a long time to do. So if there's no call for it, there's no point in doing it. If it's not what people want, it's not what people want. There's no point mourning. Haverfordwest 3, Barlow 1. Dungannon 1, Coleraine 0. Final score: Cesena 1, Bari 1. Freiburg 1, Bayern 2 now. Freiburg pulling one back. Could be too little too late. Still enough time there, but if I had to put my money on it, it would be on a Bayern win. Big game for Manchester United tomorrow in the league. Is it a 6 o'clock kickoff or a 7 o'clock kickoff? I think it's on TNT. It is on telly anyway. Away. I think is it away at Fulham or at home? I do forget. But that could be anything. It could be United victory. They could end up getting thumped. Second halves will be getting underway any minute now. Plymouth Argyle still drawing away at Sunderland 0-0. There's going to come a point though where they need victories, and it draws at a point isn't going to do. They're not at that stage yet, but it's all right picking these draws up. But when you get home, you need to start getting 3 points under your belt, and they're not doing it at home. And the other thing as well, Wisła Krakow have made a signing, 18-year-old. looking for. Just looking for the details of. Here we are. 18-year-old midfielder Viktor Stazak from KKS Kalitz will join Wisła Kraków from the season 25-26 on the basis of a definite cash transfer. The contract stayed until 2029 and includes an option for an extension. Welcome, Viktor Stazak. Back underway in the second half now. Alloa 1, Inverness Cali Thistle 1. Camille O'Donnell on 46 minutes getting Alloa back on level terms. Inverness Cali Thistle must have still been back in the changing rooms after they've had a cup of tea and an orange. Matlock 2, FC United 1. And Dortmund 2, Werder Bremen 2. Werder Bremen getting back level. Dortmund down to 10 men in that game as well. 73 minutes gone. It could be a long 20 minutes for Dortmund. Flint 2, Connors Key 0. 76 minutes gone there in the Welsh Premier relegation group. I still can't get my head around these relegation groups and just go to one big league or two smaller leagues, but stop with the splitting the league in half at halfway and you go in this group. Too European for my liking. Blimey. Erdrionians 2, Dunfermline 0, Chris Mockery on 48 minutes. That's 3 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half. I still don't know why that game was late kicking off. Well, it's a red letter day so far for Erdrionians. They took that cup win into the league, it looks like. Peterborough Sports 1, Kings Lynn 1. Frankie James had just come in. Everything golden?
Yeah, we went a long walk, and the postmaster gave him heart shape.
It's fat enough as it is.
Then he tried to hide it behind the stand on the cards on.
Augsburg 1, Heidelheim 1. Peterborough Sports 1, Kings Lynn 1. Kings Lynn back on level terms. What a day this would be. We could get an Erdrionians win, a Tranmere win, a Radcliffe win, Plymouth Parkway win. I don't think that's going to happen, but Bedford 1, Banbury 1. Bedford back on level terms. If anybody knows why Erdrionians game was delayed, can you either put it in live chat or if you're watching it on catch up, can you leave us a comment? I've not heard anything as to why it's been delayed. Celtic and Dundee, that was postponed today. Yeah, me and Frankie, we booked to go and stay down at Plymouth. And we're going to stay on the Barbican at the Three Crowns. Have a mooch about. Go. I actually proposed to Frankie James on the Barbican. Well, I did it on Plymouth Hall actually. Then I went and met her dad on the Barbican. Went for a pint or two in the Admiral McBride and told him I was intending to ask for his daughter's hand in marriage. I'll try and get my father-in-law on here one day. He's 82. He's still got a six-pack, fit as a flea. Ex-professional boxer he is. But he took it in good spirits. Welcomed me to the family. I will try. I'm going to try and interview him one day. Oh dear me, what a life he's had. Burton Fuller rather on one. JJ McKiernan on 47 minutes. It's a red letter day for Burton. Let's hope they don't blow it. They need these 3 points, that is for sure. Let's have a look what that does for Burton as things stand. Let's have a look at a live league position. What does that do for Burton? That they would still. Oh, this is brilliant. This. So, Sky Bet England League One, bottom of the table. You would have Crawley in 24th, Cambridge United in 23rd, Shrewsbury in 22nd, and Burton in 21st. What do they all have in common? If it stays as it is, they're all on 21 points. Rochdale 1, Yeovil 0, Leicester 1, Hitchin 0, Barnet 2, Maidenhead 0, Glenavon 1, Carrick Rangers 0, and Annan 0, Montrose 1. Goal scorers to follow. Liverpool comfortable against Ipswich. 3 first half goals from Szoboszlai on 11 minutes, Salah 35 and Gakpo on 44. Burton's fourth goal scorer was JJ McKiernan on 47. Annan Athletic 0, Montrose 1, Owen Sturton on 9 minutes. Don't know why that was a late kickoff. Mitchell Clark for Port Vale, he's not scored, he's been sent off, serious foul play. And Devante Rodney on 49 minutes, Rochdale's scorer against Yeovil, making it Rochdale 1, Yeovil 0. Forfar 0, Stranraer 1. Grant Gallagher on 51 minutes, giving Stranraer the lead. Maidstone 2, Worthing 2. Barnet 2, Maidenhead 0. Mark Shelton on 47 minutes, doubling Barnet's lead. Forfar Athletic 0, Stranraer 1. And Haverfordwest 3, Barlet 2. Dulwich Hamlet 0, Chichester 1. And Worksop 1, Guiseley 2 now. Southampton 1, Newcastle 3. Didn't take long in the second half, did it? Newcastle still in prime position for 3 points. Southampton did take a lead, but Newcastle came roaring back. Normal service resumed. Goal scorer to follow. If it's Seaside, it will be a hat-trick for him. Bedford 2, Banbury 1. And the goal scorer for Newcastle was... Still not come up. Oh, it has now. Tonali on 51 minutes. Crusaders 2, Portadown 1. Across the pond in Ireland, and Eastbourne Borough 2, Chelmsford 0. Don't know about Solihull is getting back level. As you can see at the bottom there, they're now losing 0 goals to 2 to FC Halifax. It's Leyton Orient 2, Reading 0. And Alvechurch 3, AFC Telford 1. Alvechurch pulling away there. Dulwich Hamlet 1, Chichester 1. Dulwich Hamlet getting back level. And the goal scorer to come for Leyton Orient and Reading. Preston 1, Middlesbrough 1. Preston did take a lead, but Middlesbrough getting back level there. The goal scorer for Leyton Orient, their second, was Charlie Kelman on 51 minutes. And it was Bergzorg on 52 minutes getting Middlesbrough back level at Deepdale. Hearts 1, Kilmarnock 1, normal service has been resumed. Bobby Wales on 50 minutes, putting Kilmarnock back on level terms there. Aldershot 0, Tamworth 1. And Queen of the South 2, Dumbarton 1. These goal scorers will be to follow as soon as they come through on Sky Sports. They've not even told us the scores yet. Queen of the South's goal scorer for their second was Adam Brooks on 54 minutes. Queen of the South 2, Dumbarton 1. And Lincoln 3, Peterborough 0. Good day for Lincoln. Freddie Draper with the 55th minute penalty it was, making it Lincoln 3, Peterborough 0. And eventually, Solihull Moors 0, Halifax 2. Owen Bray on 55 minutes. There's been another goal. Oh, it's not going well if you're a Nottingham Forest fan. Bournemouth 2, Notts Forest 0. Whitby 0, Workington 2. Alfreton 0, 1. Needham Market 0. And Aldershot 0, Tamworth 1. Dan Creaney on 49 minutes. And it was Utara on 55 minutes, doubling Bournemouth's lead at home to Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth 2, Forest 0. Carshalton 1, hashtag 0. I'm waiting for Nottingham Forest to do an Aberdeen. A couple of losses, then it's like, bleh. Normal service resumed and all the wheels come off the wagon. Not happened so far, but I'm waiting for it. Torquay 0, Hampton and Richmond 1. Peterborough Sports 2, Kings Lynn 1. I wonder what odds you can get on Nottingham Forest not even finishing in the European place. Barrow 2, Grimsby 0. Torquay 0, Hampton and Richmond 1. Basingstoke 1, Hamilton 2. Weston-super-Mare 1, Welling 3. Notts County 1, Bromley 0. And Notts County 1, Bromley 0. Geordie Jones, it was a 56-minute penalty, putting Notts County into the lead. West Brom 5, Portsmouth 0. Rochdale 2, Yeovil 0. Hartlepool 0, Woking 1. And it is getting ugly for Portsmouth. Excuse me, John Swift on 56 minute, rubbing salt into the wounds. Portsmouth 5, West Brom 5, Portsmouth 0. Barrow 2, Grimsby 0, Tyler Smith on 56 minutes. And Monaco 1, Rennes 0. RB Leipzig 2, Leverkusen 2. Leipzig getting back level. So this weekend, it's Leipzig pulling themselves back level as opposed to last week when they had a 3-0 lead. And Bochum, in the second half, pulled all 3 goals back. Rochdale 2, Yeovil 0. It was Cairo Mitchell on 57 minutes from the penalty spot. Cray Valley 2, Canvey 0. Mainz 2, Stuttgart 0. Bishop Stortford 2, Lowestoft 0. And Kettering 1, Bromsgrove 2. Bournemouth 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Yeah. It's all going wrong now for Nottingham Forest. Will they get a European spot? They should do, of course. But wouldn't surprise me if they didn't. Aldershot 1, Tamworth 1. Aldershot getting back level. And it was that man again, Justin Clivert, on 58 minutes, making it 3-0 to Bournemouth. He can't stop scoring, can he? Scunthorpe 3, South Shields 1. East 5-0, Edinburgh City 1. And don't fall out of your chair. Do not fall out of your chair. Sunderland 0, Plymouth Argyle 1. Goal scorer to follow. Hartlepool 0, Woking 1. David Ferguson with a 54-minute own goal, giving Woking the lead. East 5-0, Edinburgh City 1. James Stokes on 58 minutes, giving Edinburgh City a lead. Anna 2, Newry City 0. Bath 0, Chesham 1. Sutton 1, Eastleigh 0. No wins in 13, apparently, away from home for Plymouth. But they've took the lead today through Anthony Patterson with a 58th minute own goal. They've sold Morgan Whittaker, haven't they? Did he go to Middlesbrough? I think he did. Oh, hang on a minute, Jimmy. Hang on a minute, Jimmy. Bournemouth 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Score correction. That goal must have been ruled out for whatever reason. And an Athletic 0, Montrose 2. Blur Lions on 19 minutes, doubling Montrose's lead. Maidstone 2, Worthing 2. Basingstoke 2, Hanwell Town 2. And Redditch 3, Barwell 1. Lincoln 3, Peterborough 1. Peterborough pulling one back there. Aldershot 1, their equaliser, making it 1-1, was from Jack Barham on 53 minutes. Sutton 1, Eastleigh 0, a Will Davis 60th minute penalty. And Lincoln 3, Peterborough 1, a Ricky J. Jones on 60 minutes, pulling one back for Peterborough. Offside, it was ruled out for that Clivert goal, so it remains Bournemouth 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Didn't last long, did it? Sunderland 1, Plymouth Argyle 1. Normal service has been resumed. And score correction, Maidstone 1, Worthing 2. Ballinamalard 2, Ards 2, and Wraith 0, Falkirk 2. Wilson Isidore on 60 minutes, levelling things up for Sunderland. Couple of minutes they had a lead for the Plymouth. They had a nosebleed, didn't they? Salisbury 1, St Albans 1, and Hearts 2, Kilmarnock 1. Hearts need 3 points. It was Ross McIlver on 60 minutes, giving Falkirk a 2-0 lead away at Wraith Rovers. Augsburg 2, Heidenheim 1. Jamie McCart on 58 minutes, getting Hearts second, giving them a lead. Can they hold on to it? Spartans FC 1, Peterhead 0. Mark Stowe on 59 minutes, putting Spartans into the lead. And Burton 4, Rotherham 2. They'll be getting twitchy if you're a Burton fan, player, supporter, worker. And that goal for Utara now on 61 minutes has made it Bournemouth 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Gosport 0, Walton Hersham 1. Bishop Stortford 3, Lowestoft 0. Andre Green on 61 minutes, pulling one back for Rotherham, but they still trail Burton by 4 goals to 2. Final score, Augsburg 2, Heidenheim 1. Scarborough 1, Chester 2. Chester retaking the lead. And Flint 2, Connors Key 1. Connors Key pulling one back there, but still trailing. Blues 0, Bowes and Pitsea 1. And Rochdale 3, Yeovil 0. Good day for Rochdale. Gateshead 1, Oldham 1. AFC Fylde 1, Wealdstone 0. And final score, Flint 2, Connors Key 1. Hearts 3, Kilmarnock 1. They'll be breathing a little bit easier now, will Hearts. Anna 3, Newry City 0. Radcliffe 3, Hereford 1. Radcliffe need the points. Haverfordwest 3, Barlowtown 2. That's a final score. Quiet in live chat today, as in there's nobody in. It's just me and me. Cardiff 1, Derby 0. I need that for me coupon. Bishop Stortford 4, Lowestoft 0. Let's have a look at my coupon, see how it's going. Crusaders 3, Portadown 0. Leon Ayinde on 64 minutes with Rochdale's third, and Callum Robinson on 62 minutes, giving Cardiff a 1-0 lead at home to Derby. Luke Cannant on 63 minutes, getting Gateshead back level against Oldham, 1-1. And George Grant on 61 minutes, helping Hearts to pull away from Kilmarnock. Now Hearts 3, Kilmarnock 1. QPR Sheffield Wednesday, I need goals. AFC Fylde 1, Wealdstone 0. It was Ashley Boatswain, great name, on 67 minutes, giving AFC Fylde the lead. Queen of the South 3, Dumbarton 1, goal scorer to follow. Scarborough 2, Chester 2, all square now. Dartford 3, Billericay 0. Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Southend 2. Brennan Dickinson on 66 minutes, making it Queen of the South 3, Dumbarton 1. We've just got another goal. Cardiff 2-0 up now against Derby. Goal scorer to follow. Who's letting me down on my coupon? Charlton and Shrewsbury. Come on, we need some goals. Cian Hayes on 66 minutes with an own goal, making it Lincoln 4, Peterborough 1. Dortmund 2, Bremen, Werder Bremen 2, final score. Freiburg 2, Bayern Munich, Freiburg 1, Bayern Munich 2, that's a final. Then it was El Ghazi on 64 minutes, doubling Cardiff's lead over Derby. And he goals in the game between. When he got 1-0 and, oh no, there's 2. Barnsley Stevenage and Charlton Shrewsbury. QPR Sheffield Wednesday. Come on, get putting that ball in the net. I've got 115,000 riding on this. Lamar Reynolds levelling things up for Morton. It's Queen's Park 1, Morton 1, 67 minutes gone there. And Egbo on 65 minutes, making it Colchester 1, Morecambe 0. Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Southend 2. Gus Scott Morris on 59 minutes, doubling Southend's lead. At Molineux still, Wolves 0, Arsenal 0. Lewis Skelly sent off though for Arsenal, they're down to 10 men. Matlock 2, FC United 2. Bradford 2, Hales 0, and Radcliffe 3, Hereford 2. Come on, Radcliffe. Hang on, you need the 3 points. Peterborough Sports 3, Kings Lynn 1. Peterborough Sports pulling away. It could be a red letter day for Liverpool as well. Forest aren't going to be picking up any points, are they? It doesn't look like that anyway. And also, Arsenal struggling away now, down to 10 men away at Wolves. And just as we're saying that, Liverpool make it 4-0 against Ipswich. Cody Gakpo with his second on 66 minutes. The other goal scorer, Szoboszlai and Salah, making it 4-0 to Liverpool. Leicester 2, Hitchin 0. Peterborough Sports 3, Kings Lynn 1. Hartlepool 1, Woking 1. Hartlepool back level. Jeff Stelling will be happy. Hearts 3, Kilmarnock 2. Squeaky bum time again for Hearts. And Boston United 2, York 1. Jimmy Knowles on 67 minutes, putting Boston United into the lead. It was Fraser Murray on 67 minutes, pulling one back for Kilmarnock. Hearts 3, Kilmarnock 2. Can Hearts hang on for 3 points? They need them, don't they? They definitely need them. Wigan 2, Bristol Rovers 0. Goal scorer to follow. QPR 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Michael Smith on 72 minutes, giving Sheffield Wednesday a 0-1 lead. That's one for me, Coupon. Just need a big run of goals now. And Wigan 2, Bristol Rovers 0. Johnny Smith on 70 minutes, doubling Wigan's lead. It was Luke Charman on 67 minutes, getting Hartlepool back level. And it's for 100 and something thousand. I'm thinking I'll probably cash out about 70. Empire Make says, hello Jimmy, how are you? I'm doing fine, mate. Glad to see you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Erdrionians 3, Dunfermline 0. Erdrionians will be getting a nosebleed at this rate. It started so well for Tranmere, mate. Winning 1-0. But then they've been pegged back 1-1. Fleetwood 1, Carlisle 1. Fleetwood back level. Marine 1, Buxton 3. And Barnet 3, Maidenhead 0. Plymouth Argyle took the lead as well. Didn't last long, no more than 2 minutes. They were pegged back as well, making it 1-1. And now, just as I say that, Sunderland 2, Plymouth Argyle 1. Normal service resumed. As things stand, mate, Tranmere Rovers, Bath 1, Chesham 1. Goal scorer to follow for Sunderland. Bry Hume on 72 minutes. Sunderland 2, Plymouth 1. As things stand now, Tranmere 1, Gillingham 1. Let's get the live standings up. Oh, Joe Gomez, Wolves, 70 minutes, not scored, second bookable offence. He's been sent off. It's all level now, player-wise, that is. Wolves and Arsenal. Fleetwood 1, Carlisle 1, Ronan Coughlin on 70 minutes, getting Fleetwood level. Barnet 3, Maidenhead 0, Idris Canute on 70 minutes, paddling Barnet to 3 points. Coventry 2, Watford 0, Victor Torp on 75 minutes, getting Coventry a 2-0 lead. And as things stand, Anna 4, Newry City 0. Tranmere, with this, they would still stay. They'd drop below Newport now, and Newport would have a game in hand, but that's on goal difference now. And Cardiff 2, Derby 1, Derby pulling one back through Lars Jorgen Salvsen on 70 minutes. Empire Maker says, come on Rovers, the timing was spot on. It was, mate. Can you continue the stream for Man City and Chelsea, please? I can't, mate, because I did a stream before this, Wisła Kraków, and Wisła Kraków. I've had a brain fade. Right, move on, Jimmy. Chesterfield 1, Port Vale 1. Dobra on 76 minutes for Chesterfield, getting on back level. Bristol City 2, Blackburn 1. Naki Wells giving Bristol City the lead once more. I can't because I am going. I've got a date with Frankie James in Hot Tub. She's got a bottle of champers and some beers, and we're going to hit the Hot Tub about 5:30. So it just won't work. I'll tell you, we will be doing one though. Mark Goldbridge, mate, will be doing a watch along for that. I'm pretty sure. Dartford 4, Billericay 0, Atletico Madrid 1, Villarreal 1. Villarreal were 1-0 up there, but Atletico pulling things back level. Worksop 1, Guiseley 3, and Alloa 1, Inverness 2. It was Dan Craney on 68 minutes, making it Aldershot 1, Tamworth 2, and Stamford 1, Sudbury 0. Empire Maker says, Tranmere have a game in hand against Fleetwood. Yeah, it's not Fleetwood though I'm looking at. It was Newport, mate. Alfie Stewart on 79 minutes, giving Inverness the lead. Alloa 1, Inverness Cali Thistle 2. When Tranmere were winning, you moved above Newport. But with it being getting pegged back level now, you drop below them. And we're getting Finchley 2, Hendon 2. Tonebridge 1, Slough 1, and Marine 1, Buxton 4. Michael Garrity on 76 minutes, putting Morton in the lead away at Queen's Park. It's 1-2. And Bracknell 0, Hungerford 3. Cheltenham 2, Salford 0. Let's have a look how many bets going. I need some goals in. Empire Maker says, nice, I hope you enjoy it. We will do, mate. We will do, that is for sure. Arsenal have scored. Wolves 0, Arsenal 1. just saw a glimpse of that then. Shot into the bottom corner. Goal scorer to follow. Jordan Thomas on 80 minutes, making it Cheltenham 2, Salford 0. Can't believe that Sheffield Wednesday have not got more than 2.5 goals in that game so far. Let me down on my coupon. Blythe 2, Mickleover 1, and AFC File 2, Wealdstone 0. Is there a VAR over this goal? Possible offside, is it? It's Calafiori on 74 minutes. Wolves 0, Arsenal 1. But a player tried putting his foot out as the ball was going in, who was offside. He didn't touch it though. That goal will stand, surely. That goal's got to stand, or else football's going down the pan if that's not a goal. American Express Stadium, it's still Brighton 0, Everton 1. And Dye penalty on 42 minutes, only goal of the game so far. Nicholas McAllister for United, 76 minutes, he's not scored. He's been sent off, serious foul play. And Mantova 0, Sampdoria 1. Wingate and Finchley 2, Hendon 3 now. That looks like a good game. And blimey, Preston 2, Middlesbrough 1. Preston took the lead in the first half. Middlesbrough pulled back level, but Preston take the lead again. Goal scorer to follow. And it was Emil Riss on 78 minutes putting Preston into the lead against Middlesbrough. Coventry 2, Watford 1. Watford pulling one back, but still trailing Coventry. And Nick Horton on 81 minutes, AFC File 2, Wealdstone 0. It was AFC Tottenham 2, Plymouth Parkway 0. Not a good result for Plymouth Parkway. Wingate and Finchley 2, Hendon 2. That's a goal scorer correction. And it was Liam Kitchen with an 82-minute own goal, making it Coventry 2, Watford 1. Notts County 1, Bromley 1. Bromley back level. And East Fife 1, Edinburgh City 1, goal scorer to follow. Cameron Congreve on 80 minutes getting Bromley back level away at Notts County, 1-1 there. And Cordoba 1, Racing Santander 2. Empire, Empire Maker, are you still there? What did you mean about Fleetwood? Tranmere have a game in hand against Fleetwood. Brackley 3, Spennymoor 1, and Montauban 0, Sampdoria 2 now. Lincoln 5, Peterborough 1. Peterborough did pull one back, but Lincoln pulling away. Queen of the South forward, Dumbarton 1. Dumbarton pulling further away. From Loughgall 1, Glentoran 1. Glentoran getting back level. Queen of the South 3, Dumbarton 1. That's a score correction. However, it is Stenhousemuir 0, Cove Rangers 4, and Aberdeen 0, St Mirren 3. It goes from bad to worse for Aberdeen. Well, it goes from good to bad to worse for Aberdeen, because the season started off really well. And it was Michael Mandron on 78 minutes getting St Mirren's third. Fraser 5-8, 84 minutes. He got Cove Rangers his fourth away at Stenhousemuir. Stenhousemuir still to get on the score sheet there. And letting me down so far. Who's letting me down? Oh, too many to get excited about. Scunthorpe 3, South Shields 2. Wingate Finchley 3, Hendon 2. Havant Waterlooville 2, Poole 1. Stockton 1, Gainsborough 3, and Doncaster 1, Harrogate 0. Harry Clifton on 86 minutes with Doncaster's goal. Enough for 3 points at the moment. Prescott 1, Ashton United 0. Maybe it's not all over with at St Mary's. Southampton 2, Newcastle 3. Basingstoke 2, Cromwell Town 3. AFC Tottenham 3, Plymouth Parkway 0. It's getting worse for Plymouth Parkway, isn't it? It was Harry Clifton. We've done that one, haven't we? Doncaster 86 minutes. Southampton's second goal against Newcastle was Mateus Fernandez on 84 minutes. Southampton 2, Newcastle 3. Oh, maybe not. VAR's intervening once again. Aldershot 2, Tamworth 2. It's been an afternoon for VAR. Ross County 1, Hibernian 1. Ross County back level. Goal scorer to follow. It's going to be ruled out for offside, this one. This Fernandez goal. A Ronan Hale 87th minute penalty got Ross County back level with Hibs. Redditch 3, Barwell 2. Barrow 3, Grimsby 0. Brackley Town 4, Spennymoor 1. Alfreton 2, Needham Market 2. Needham Market back level. They need the points as well. Westerlo 1, Genk 2. Exeter 1, Blackpool 3. Probably too little too late. And Eastbourne Borough 2, Chelmsford 1. Crusaders 3, Portadown 2. Jordan Houston for Clyde, 88 minutes. He's been sent off. Foul play. And Boston United 3, York City 1. Theo Vassell it was on 85 minutes, getting Barrow's third against Grimsby. Barrow 3, Grimsby 0. Western Supermare 1, Welling 4. So is this Fernandez goal going to stand for Southampton? It looks a little bit offside. Exeter 1, Blackpool 3, Milanich Ali on 82 minutes, pulling one back from Exeter. Still a time, but it's going to be tough from there. St Johnstone 1, Motherwell 1. St Johnstone back on level terms. QPR 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2. And it's Bournemouth 4, Nottingham Forest 0. Utara 87 minutes, that's his hat-trick. Weymouth 0, Enfield Town 1. East 5-2, Edinburgh City 1. Fleetwood 1, Carlisle 2. Carlisle need that victory, don't they? Taylor Stephen on 86 minutes, getting St Johnstone back level with Motherwell, 1-1 there. Luca Woodhouse on 80 minutes, giving Aldershot a level share of the points with Tamworth, 2-2. That is a score correction. It's been ruled out offside. Southampton 1, Newcastle 3, as you were there. Stockton 2, Gainsborough 3. Brackley Town 4, Spennymoor 2. Confirmation of that score correction. Southampton 1, Newcastle 3. Eastbourne Borough 3, Chelmsford 1. How's my coupon doing? Let's have a look. Oh, Brighton and Everton, we need a couple of goals in that game. And Barnsley v Stevenage. No, that's still 0-0. Trousers. Absolute pants. East 5-2, Elgin City 1. Adam Larif on 87 minutes. Making it East 5-2, Edinburgh City 1. Sam Lavelle on 85 minutes, getting Carlisle second. Fleetwood 1, Carlisle 2. They need that victory. Boston United 3, York 1. Jacob Hazel on 86 minutes for Boston United. St Johnstone 2, Motherwell 1. Whitby 1, Workington 3. Hemel Hempstead 3, Truro 0. Score correction, Brackley Town 4, Spennymoor 1. It was Bozo Miklic on 88 minutes, putting St Johnstone in the lead against Motherwell. St Johnstone 2, Motherwell 1. Eastbourne Borough 2, Chelmsford 1. That's a score correction. And Aveley 1, Farnborough 1. Aveley back level. Lancaster 2, Hepburn Town 2. Lancaster back level. And Worksop 1, Guiseley 4. Guiseley pulling away. Barnsley 0, Stevenage 1. A late goal there for Stevenage. Goal scorer to follow. And Glenavon 1, Carrick Rangers 1. Carrick Rangers getting back level. Sunderland 2, Plymouth Argyle 2, Plymouth back level, and Barnsley 0, Stevenage 1. Dan Kemp, 92nd minute, giving Stevenage the lead. Plymouth Argyle getting back level. Blimey, 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 what is going on? Stenhousemuir 0, Cove Rangers 4, that's a final. And Winchester 1, Swindon South 0. And Semenyo, 91 minutes, making it Bournemouth 5, Nottingham Forest 0. Eddie Lynch, Edinburgh City, 90 minutes. He's been sent off, serious foul play. Lots of final scores coming through. And have we got another goal for... No, we haven't. Better on 90 minutes, getting a share of the points for Plymouth away at Sunderland. Up to now, there's still injury time to go. 2, Partick Thistle 1, Partick pulling one back there, but probably too little too late. Probably, not definitely. Lots of full times coming in now. East 5-3, Edinburgh City 1. East 5 pulling away. That'll be a stinger for Barnsley. 92 minutes, Stevenage take the lead. Thanks to Kemp. Cheltenham 2, Salford 1. Salford have pulled one back there, but probably too little too late. Livingston 3, Hamilton 0. Bognor Regis 1, Dover 2. Dover take the lead late on. It was Curtis Tilt in the 95th minute, pulling one back for Salford. Can't be much longer to go in that one, though. Aveley 2, Farnborough 1. Lots of... I'm going to have to turn that off now because it'll just start going ballistic. The referee's whistle going and the crowd cheering. Come the end of 90 minutes approximately, it starts going mad. If you can keep up with what goes on along the bottom, good luck to you. West Brom 5, Portsmouth 1, nothing more than a consolation from a poor day for Portsmouth. Ipswich also pulling one back against Liverpool, but that's another, not a poor day for Ipswich because it's expected, but they would have hoped for a little bit better. Thomas Waddington in the 93rd minute getting Portsmouth consolation goal. Lewis Smith in the 92nd minute getting Livingston's third at home against Hamilton Accies, giving them a 3-0 lead. Rochdale 4, Yeovil 0, and it was Jacob Greaves on 90 minutes getting Ipswich's consolation goal at Anfield. AFC Fylde 2, Wealdstone 0, that's a final. SF Firenze 0, Rio Ave 2. Glenavon 2, Carrick Rangers 1, Loughgall 1, Glentoran 2. Some late goals going in here in Ireland. Harborough 0, Stourbridge 1, a late goal. Wingate and Finchley 3, Hendon 3. All level there now. Scarborough 2, Chester 4. Tonbridge 2, Slough 1, a late goal for Tonbridge, giving them a lead. Oxford City 1, Kidderminster 1, a late goal there, getting Oxford City a share of the points after Kidderminster took the lead into added on time there. And Potters Bar 1, Cheshunt 2. Rochdale 4, Yeovil 0, Jake Brugger 94 minutes, adding to Yeovil's pain. And I think I'm going to try and get ready a bit earlier tonight to go through the final scores. Like I say, I'm not doing the football special recap where we go through all the goal scorers and what have you. There's no need for it to take such a long time as well. So what I will do at some point is try and put the links to the games, highlights to these games, in this description of the video at a later time. Everton are down to 10 men. No one sent off, but they made all the subs and somebody's gone off injured. Brighton still losing though at home. Brighton 0, Everton 1. But it's got me. Nail the light on as well. That's a little bit better. It's a final score now. Southampton 1, Newcastle 3. Southampton took a lead there in the first half, but Newcastle came roaring back. Altrincham 1, Forest Green 1. Forest Green getting back level. Goal scorer to follow. East Fife 4, Edinburgh City 1. East Fife pulling away at the end. Are Southampton going to be selling Isak? Alan Troughton with a 96-minute penalty getting East Fife's 4th goal. Basingstoke 3, Hamilton 4. Hyde 1, Morpeth 1. Morpeth getting back level at the death. Plymouth have got a draw away at Sunderland 2-2. Just wait, I don't want to get drawn into the final score as I want to see Radcliffe 3, Hereford 2. Big result that for Radcliffe. I'm waiting for goals like Weymouth 1, Enfield Town 1. Weymouth with a late equaliser. And Forest Green's equaliser in the 94th minute. Altrincham 1, Forest Green 1 was from Christian Deutsch. 94th minute. I think it's a good time now to start getting ready for all the final scores. Right. Let's get these finished games up. We can get the... Right, let's go through. Get a little bit of quiet for you on here. Right. Let's get going through the final results for you. Starting with the English Premier League. Bournemouth 5, Nottingham Forest 0, Brighton 0, Everton 1. That's still a couple of minutes of injury time to be played. Liverpool 4, Ipswich 1, Southampton 1, Newcastle 3, Wolves 0, Arsenal 1, and Manchester City Chelsea, that's a 5:30 kick-off. Moving over to the English Championship. Luton 0, Millwall 1, Norwich 5, Swansea 1, Stoke 0, Oxford United 0, Bristol City 2, Blackburn 1, Cardiff 2, Derby 1. That's still showing it's being played into injury time. Coventry 2, Watford 1, Cardiff and Derby has now finished. 2-1, Derby came, Cardiff 2, Derby 1. That is a final result. Coventry 2, Watford 1, Preston 2, Middlesbrough 1, QPR 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Sunderland 2, Plymouth 2, West Brom 5, Portsmouth 1. English Sky Bet League 1, Cambridge United 3, Mansfield 2, Huddersfield 0, Bolton Wanderers 1, Barnsley 0, Stevenage 1, Burton 4, Rotherham 2, Charlton 1, Shrewsbury 0, Exeter 1, Blackpool 3, Leyton Orient 2, Reading 0, Lincoln 5, Peterborough 1, Stockport County 2, Crawley 0, Wigan 2, Bristol Rovers 0, Wickham 0, Northampton 0. Sky Bet League 2, Bradford City 3, Walsall 0, MK Dons 0, AFC Wimbledon 0, Barrow 3, Grimsby 0, Cheltenham 2, Salford 1, Chesterfield 1, Port Vale 1, Colchester 1, Morecambe 0. Crewe 0, Accrington 1. Doncaster 1, Harrogate 0. Fleetwood 1, Carlisle 2. That game's still being played. Notts County 1, Bromley 1. Tranmere 1, Gillingham 1. English National League, AFC Fylde 2, Wealdstone 0. Aldershot 2, Tamworth 2. Altrincham 1, Forest Green 1. Barnet 3, Maidenhead 0. Boston United 3, York City 1. Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Southend 2, still being played. Ebbsfleet 0, Braintree 1. That game's still in added on time being played. Gateshead 1, Oldham 1. Dagenham and Redbridge and Southend, that's a final result now. Hartlepool 1, Woking 1. Rochdale 4, Yeovil 0. Solihull Moors 0, FC Halifax 2. Sutton 1, Eastleigh 0. English National League North. Alfreton 2, Needham Market 3. Just watching this, there's a massive scuffle at the end of the Brighton-Everton match. It's all going off. And it's not ended yet either. Welbeck wasn't happy about something for sure. We'll start that again. National League North. Alfreton 2, Needham Market 3. Brackley Town 4, Spennymoor 1. Darlington 0, Curzon Ashton 0. Farsley 0, Warrington 0. Marine 1, Buxton 4. Oxford City 1, Kidderminster 1. Peterborough Sports 3, Kings Lynn 1. Radcliffe 3, Hereford 2. Rushall 2, Leamington 1. Scarborough 2, Chester 4. Scunthorpe 3, South Shields 2. Southport 0, Chorley 0. English National League South. Aveley 2, Farnborough 1. Bath 1, Chesham 1. Borehamwood 1, Chippenham 4. Eastbourne Borough 2, Chelmsford 1. Hemel Hempstead 3, Truro 0. Hornchurch 0, Dorking 1. Maidstone 1, Worthing 2. Salisbury 1, St Albans 1. Tonebridge 3, Slough 1. That game still being played. Torquay 0, Hampton and Richmond 1. Weston-super-Mare 1, Welling 4. Weymouth 1, Enfield Town 1. England MPL Premier Division. Bamber 0, Warrington Rylands 4. Blythe 2, Mickleover 1. That's a latest score, 86 minutes on the clock. Hyde 1, Morpeth 1. Lancaster 2, Hebburn Town 2. Macclesfield 1, Basford 0. Matlock 2, FC United 2. That game still being played in the 92nd minute. Prescott 1, Ashton United 0. Stockton 2, Gainsborough 3. Whitby 1, Walkington 1. Worksop 1, Guiseley 4. England Southern League Premier Central. Alvechurch 3, AFC Telford 1. Bedford 2, Banbury 2. Biggleswade Town 1, St Ives 0. Bishop Stortford 4, Lowestoft 0. Harborough 0, Stourbridge 1. Kettering 1, Bromsgrove 2. Leiston 2, Hitchin 0. Redditch 3, Barwell 2. Spalding United 0, Royston 0. Stamford 1, Sudbury 0. Stratford 2, Hales Owen 0. England Southern League Premier South. AFC Totton 4, Plymouth Parkway 0. Basingstoke 3, Hanwell Town 4. Bracknell 0, Hungerford 4. Chertsey 2, Marlow 5. Dorchester 1, Sholing 1. That game still being played and added on time. Frome 0, Gloucester 0. Gosport 0, Walton Hersham 2. Havington Waterlooville 2, Poole 1. Merthyr Town 2, Taunton 0. That game still being played, added on time. Tiverton 1, Wimborne 0, Winchester 1, Swindon South 0. England Isterman League Premier Division. Bognor Regis 1, Dover 2. Carshalton 1, #0. Chatham and Hastings match abandoned. That was because a spectator has collapsed. Cray Valley 2, Canvey 0. Dartford 4, Billericay 0. Dulwich Hamlet 1, Chichester 2. Folkestone 3, Horsham FC 0. Lewes 1, Bowes Pitsea 1. Potters Bar 1, Cheshunt 2. Whitehawk 2, Cray Wanderers 0. And Wingate and Finchley 3, Hendon 3. Moving north of the border, Scotland Premiership. Aberdeen 0, St Mirren 3. Hearts 3, Kilmarnock 2. Ross County 1, Hibernian 1. St Johnstone 2, Motherwell 1. Scottish Championship, Erdrionians 3, Dunfermline 1. Ayr 2, Partick Thistle 1. Livingston 3, Hamilton 0. Queen's Park 1, Morton 2. Raith 0, Falkirk 2. Scottish League 1, Alloa 1, Inverness 2. Queen of the South 3, Dumbarton 1. Stenhousemuir 0, Cove Rangers 4. Annan 0, Montrose 2. That's the latest result in the 54th minute so far. Alloa and Kelty Hearts, match postponed due to the storm. Scottish League 2, Clyde 0, Elgin City 0. East 5-4, Edinburgh City 1. 4 Far Athletic 0, Stranraer 1. Spartans 1, Peterhead 0. Stirling 3, Bonnyrigg Rose 0. Moving over to Wales Premier Relegation Group, Flint 2, Connors Quay 1. And Welsh Premier Championship Group, Haverfordwest 3, Barla 2. Moving over to Northern Ireland Premiership, Crusaders 3, Portadown 2. Glenavon 2, Carrick Rangers 1. Larne 2, Ballymena 1. Loughgall 1, Glentoran 2. Dungannon 1, Coleraine 1. Linfield and Cliftonville, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Northern Irish Championship, Dundela and Newington, Armagh and Limavady, both games postponed. Anna 4, Newry City 0. Ballinamallard 2, Ards 2. And we can move over to Europe now. So we can start with French League 1. Monaco 1, Rennes 1. That game still being played, 52 minutes gone. Strasbourg and Lille, that's a 6 o'clock kickoff. And PSG and Reims, that's an 8:05 kickoff. Just waiting for the page to load now because we'll move over to the Bundesliga. Just been a goal, Monaco 2, Rennes 1 now. German Bundesliga, Wolfsburg 2, Holstein Kiel 2. Bundesliga 2, Greuther Fürth 2, Kaiserslautern 4, Magdeburg 1, Braunschweig 1. Moving over to the Eredivisie, Heracles 1, Utrecht 1. Italy Serie B, Bezier 2, Sassuolo 1. Spanish League, La Liga 2, Elche 2, Eibar 0. Belgium, St. Truden 1, Antwerp 1. That's in the Jupiler Pro League. Another Italian Serie A match. Torino 2, Calgary 0. La Liga, it finished Las Palmas 1, Osasuna 1. It's a little bit all over this, actually. Back to the Bundesliga 2. FC Köln 1, Elfsberg 0. Karlsruhe 2, Dusseldorf 3, and Schalke 3, Nuremberg 1. I think that's all we've got for today's horse racing results, football results. Join us later on, by the way, for the betting shop. We'll have all today's horse racing results from around the UK and Ireland. And that's all I can say now for the football special live. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, give us a thumbs up. Thanks to Empire Maker for joining me in the live chat. 3 stream supporters tonight. We've got jalixpetproducts.co.uk, heavenlypleasures.co.uk, removepest.co.uk. Links are in the description with the promo codes. Grab yourselves a bargain at checkout. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Football Special live on this Saturday, the 25th of January 2025. Join us later on. We will be back.